Poverty in the Philippines. In these hard poverty times in the Philippines is one of the third world countries in the world because of corruption, unemployment, crime and poverty are the ones that hinder this country from being part of developed countries. The lack of education can be equated to poor job opportunities. Job hiring nowadays is highly competitive and among fresh graduates. In fact, the degree or course of an individual is not only basis for getting a good paying job, but also from which university or college he or she graduated from. A large percentage of our population doesn't have a chance to work because there are limits and high standards for being employed. These days, applicants must have graduated from college and have experience to be accepted for jobs. When they are not employed, they do simple jobs that are not enough to get a high enough salary to provide their personal needs. One of the reasons of this problem is having irresponsible leaders or officials in government. The issue of graft and corruption takes a place because after many years there are still officials who use their position and power to get money from the funds and use it for their own self-interested instead of using it to provide for the needs of the citizen and for our country. People suffer from hunger as a result of poverty, an issue that is extremely challenging to fix in every third world country. It is the government's fault that so many individuals in our nation go through this. It might be contributing factor. Poverty occurs when there is corruption. How much does it cost to care for the neediest? In truth, if you are wealthy, or you may be even more so, if you work for the wealthy, you might stay in their employ forever. Sad, because it appears that society is not letting people who are deserving of it change and evolve. Filipinos put up a lot of effort. It is a natural part of who we are. Opportunities do not, however, come to everyone. Not everyone can attain the highest education. Remote areas are lacking schools and teachers. The local government must pursue that all children must experience education because it is a necessity. Poverty is more than just a missing coin. It will affect not only the citizens but our whole country. In general, Filipinos will have a hard time surviving in such difficult conditions of life. Also, many will get sick because of extreme hunger, will not enough energy to work, and will earn enough money. Climate change is also part of the cause of poverty. For me, it doesn't affect all of the jobs, but because there are so many hardworking farmers here in the Philippines that work for their families, climate change is a big problem for them. When the dry seasons arrives, farmers will have hard time growing their crops because their crops need an adequate amount of water to grow. When this happens, they will not produce products and will not earn money that they will use to buy the things their families needs. This will add to their problems in farming. When these things happen, the growth of our economy and development of our country will be slow. I really hope that the government will provide these people in income generating opportunities in the agricultural or fishing industries. I also wondered if the government might improve the infrastructure and energy in these rural locations so that more educators and medical professionals could travel there. In order to make a decent livelihood, we should all cooperate. A decent home where everyone in the family could eat 3 times a day. A safe place to stay during in the night, day and night. Education for the children and medical facilities nearby. It seems simple, but it's actually very challenging because if it is very simple, this problem would not exist in our nation today. All I want is everyone to have the opportunity to live in a world where everyone is happy. We all desire to live rich lives. We must thus combat poverty. Every action we should take always have a plan, especially if we have a children. In addition, if you take a leadership role, you should set a positive example for those around you. In addition to our own wants, consider those of others. Our nation needs additional employment opportunities, and we also need to support pay fairness to the employees will receive a decent wage. As a result, we will be able to see that one of the problems in the Philippines that needs immediate attention is poverty. Lack of sufficient access to the necessities of life is referred to as poverty. Our population is being slowly but surely decimated by this lethal problem, and as those who are most directly impacted, it is up to us to act and discover methods to stop it. Thank you.